Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. Number 74 makes his big league debut right after this. Casey Mize gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He will lead this one off today. And now pitch on the way. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And right out of the gate, the Mets will be forced to deal with his speed at first base.
He obviously was sitting all over that pitch. He didn't want to go deep in the count. He saw it 0-0, and he let it fly.
In now is Adam Eaton. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day. Turner's on his horse on his way to second. Pitch misses. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Fouled off. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. McNeil trying to get there, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Juan Soto stands in as he looks at a called strike. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. The 1-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Very high, 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Waiting on deck is Howie Kendrick. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Turner blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
That's it. The second baseman.
So runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Holds off on the slurve that time, and it's 1-2. And even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Armstrong is there, and he'll make the catch to retire this. Steven Strasburg, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
200 strikeouts on the season last year. That's not an easy thing to do. You definitely consider this guy a strikeout pitcher, and if he brings the same stuff that he had last year into this new season, we could see more than 200 strikeouts 2 years in a row.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Soto is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Alex Bohm.
Into the box, Alec Bohm. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Back up the middle. And Kendrick gives it a reach going by, but it's into center field for a base hit.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically. Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Row. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Fouled away. The set and the 1-1.
That's just out.
McNeil on second. Alonso on at first with 2 down. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Eaton is under it. And that's the 3rd out. Here's Starlin Castro. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd. Out in front of it, strike 1. Mize is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. His performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
Batting it, the third base.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. This is popped up. Bohm in foul ground, and no one will track it down. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's one away.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Victor Robles comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. The 0-2 delivery. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Right to him. And he is in there.
Usually these guys turn that 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed just a little bit. You have to be sure to get at least 1 out. Now we'll see if the guy on the mound can pick up the defense.
The 0-1 pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Mize makes his debut here as a September call-up amidst much anticipation. And assuming he lives up to the expectations, he could turn into a big piece of this rotation going forward.
Boy, you said that right, Manny. And I think the minor league players that get called up today, they're so much more experienced than they were, say, 10 or 15 years ago. With all these games, the futures games, and these minor league all-star games and showcase games, these guys are exposed to a lot more at an early age, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pitches really well in this one.
From the belt, the pitch in there, and it's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Oh, 0-2. Here it is.
Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
Nats leave a pair, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. J.D. Davis the next to bat. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, an impressive 4 for 7. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
When the pitcher on the mound's established in this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Davis, a previous member of the Houston Astros. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Bouncer to the left side. Cabrera's up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting center, the designated hitter, number 40.
Striding forward now is the DH, number 40. First trip to the plate for him in the ballgame. Now here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Kendrick's got it. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away.
Batting it, the second baseman.
So digging in now, Nick Madrigal, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Giving chase is Robles. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. At the plate, Juan Soto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer. He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eric Thames. Earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Now a swing as he rifles this one into center for a base hit. Here's Howie Kendrick. And that misses for ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Grounded to third. One there, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
Number 28.
Now at the plate, Kurt Suzuki. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. From the stretch. 2 out with the man at first. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll head now to the home. Bottom of the third now, and next to hit is the catcher, Adley Rutschman.
The catcher.
First pitch coming, here it is. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 delivery. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Strasburg on 1-1. 1-2 now. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Now
at the plate, Pete Armstrong. He flew out in his last at bat. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Pete Armstrong has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. That's wide, 2-0. Bohm stands at an impressive 6'5". Swings the bat and throws right-handed. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Swing and a miss on what should have been ball 3. Instead, the count goes to 2-1.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
3-1 to him now. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and This guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with the base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
First pitch on its way. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. 0-1, here's the pitch. And it's 1-1.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Bouncer up the middle. Turner has it to second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored one run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. And he takes strike two.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now at 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as Castro was retired here for the first out.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Cabrera is on his way home. He comes across to score, and they now lead by 2.
The right fielder, number 2.
Adam Eaton digging in next. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and this will land foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play. He pulls into third safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Wow, your outfield is the last line of defense, and when they let you down, it's really costly. 2 runs come around to score, and even though they happen, there's really no excuse for that kind of mistake at this level.
Juan Soto stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And there are 2 gone now. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Popped him up. Bone has room in foul territory, and that's the 3rd out. So they score 4 times on just 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. A 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Count 1 and 2.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Popped him up. Cabrera in foul ground makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Mets.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and into bed next will be J.D. Davis. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. And that one got a piece of him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
First offering on its way. Strasburg comes set. Here it is on 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Two-strike pitch from Strasburg. And this will go right by Suzuki all the way to the backstop. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch. The 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
In the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. No runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors for the Mets so far. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Wow, I'm not sure what they were afraid of in this at bat. The count moved to 3-2, and they didn't even challenge him there. I can understand being careful with some hitters, but not that guy. He'll happily take the walk.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Down the first baseline. He's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Striding in, Howie Kendrick. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
Howie Kendrick.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder is on the run, but this will land untouched. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki. Fouled away. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Tough day at the office in his debut here today. How worrisome is this start for you guys looking forward?
Well, it can be very worrisome because I think one of the keys to getting off to a good start as a young pitcher is having some success early on. Success breeds success, and he's going to have a tough time shrugging this one off. When you don't have a lot of dirt underneath your cleats, outings like these ones, they tend to bother you for a while.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Kurt Suzuki goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. So here's Starlin Castro as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. The 1-1 is a ball high and inside.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
Ripped down the first base line. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here. Victor Robles digging in now. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Too high. 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Davis has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he will beat the tag at the plate. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Here now is Trey Turner. First pitch on its way. 2 men are on with 2 men out. That evens it up 1-1. Sent out to straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. Last half of the 5th coming. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Thank you, Heidi. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Pete Armstrong. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Down 1-1. That's ball
Up high. 2-1 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he popped him up. Cabrera in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, Alec Bohm. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Pitch outside. The throw is there, and he's out as he's nailed by Suzuki.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Let's go down quickly. They still find themselves down 6-zip.
Leading off for the Nationals.
All set for the start of the inning, and the next to bat is Speedy Adam Eaton. Darwinson Hernandez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Hernandez.
From the stretch.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
One ball.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Up next for Washington, the left fielder.
Juan Soto to the plate now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. That misses. 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Great call that time as they caught him thinking fastball. It's 2-1. 3 balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder. And that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's 7-0.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Thames behind 1-2. A runner at second, nobody out. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone into the upper tank.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Alex Vesia gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. In now, Howie Kendrick, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Davis arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Kurt.
Striding in now for the Nats, Kurt Suzuki. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. No balls and 1 strike. And this is swung on and missed there by Suzuki, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Ready with another 0-2. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone. So stepping in, Starlin Castro. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. 1-0 the count. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's 1-2.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But they strike for 3. So here's Jeff McNeil, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete.
So here's Pete Alonso, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Lifted in the air out to right. Eaton on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next to the net, the right fielder.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Popped him up. Suzuki over to his right, and that's the second out of the inning.
Up next to the net, the left fielder, J.D. Davis.
Digging in, J.D. Davis. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Mets do get one back, though, on the... Digging in the switch hitter as Dribble Cabrera. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind no balls and 2 strikes. A pause and the 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Now to the plate, Victor Robles. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. 1-2 now. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. McNeil ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Trey Turner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 delivery.
1-1.
This one's flared toward left center. Here's the center fielder. He can't get there as it falls in.
The right fielder.
To the plate now, Adam Eaton. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. To the plate now is the designated hitter. Number 40 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle.
This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
Now batting, second baseman.
1 pitch, 1 swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
And a called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. This is on the ground over to first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Striding into the box, Adley Rutschman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
And it's fouled away. 1 out and a runner on third. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And the count will be full. This is in the air to left field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And a relay to the plate. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Next up for New York, Pete Armstrong. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Strasburg comes set, 1-0 on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Here now is Juan Soto, and to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
1-0 the count. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. 1-2 now. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The first baseman, number 9.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eric Thames. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. So striding in, Howie Kendrick. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him. And this will kick off the third base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Number 28. Third.
At the plate now, Kurt Suzuki, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Reined in. McNeil at second to finish off the force play, and that retires the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Nationals on top, 9-2. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Alec Bohm.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with 1 swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get 1 on the board.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Soto will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
One and one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Strasburg comes set. Here's the 1-2, and he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the. Standing in, Starlin Castro. He went down on strikes last time up. Julian Fernandez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 85, Julian Fernandez.
First offering on its way. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The third baseman.
Now at the plate as Asdrubal Cabrera. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
3-0 to him now. Now here's the pitch.
Hey.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4. Digging in now, Victor Robles. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. And he lays off for ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Armstrong is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Coming to the plate now, Trey Turner. He singled his last time up. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit.
Now batting, right fielder.
Standing in now, Adam Eaton. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. Roenis Elias is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Digging in, Michael Conforto starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. First home run of the campaign for him, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Stepping in now, J.D. Davis. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Ready for another chance? Number 40, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Up next to the bat.
Ready for another shot now, Nick Madrigal. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Nationals are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over. 9-3 the final tally here in this one.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Washington Nationals, 9 runs, 16 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Mets, 3 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game: 3 hours and 23 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field: 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.